Excellencies, Reverend Fathers, colleagues, friends. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you and thank you all for joining us in the celebration of this special occasion, Armenia's 30-year independence anniversary at Carnegie Hall. Carnegie Hall just started to reopen its doors. What I was told was after 19 months of lockdown. And I would like to warmly thank Karine Povosyan, the talented and renowned Armenian-American pianist, for the phenomenal artistic experience that we enjoyed earlier, and for the powerful, radiant energy that she has conveyed to all of us through her performance. I also want to thank her for choosing that theme. We're all waiting for your energy. Yeah. I want also to thank Karine for choosing the theme of today's concert, New York Connection, which in a way symbolizes also the multicultural fabric that the United Nations is grounded on. And I am sure most of us present here in this iconic musical venue of New York have our own recollection of New York connections. I want to take a moment and thank you and appreciate the presence of all my friends and colleagues. And it gives me a particular sense of gratitude also to acknowledge the family members of Vartan Gregorian, the late president of Carnegie Corporation, and of Aso Davitian, the late president of Davitian Foundation. Two proud Armenian New Yorkers, philanthropists, educators, patrons of arts, music, and mentors to many, including myself. Dear friends, the road to modern-day independence of our country has been paved with times of progress, but also with times of turbulence. But our people never cease to aspire for a just and peaceful life and opportunities to build and to create. The 30-year-old Republic of Armenia is firmly rooted in its millennia-old history and heritage, with several landmark events having played an essential role in shaping the national identity of our people. Following the adoption of Christianity as state religion in 301 and the creation of Armenian alphabet in early 5th century, our national culture, religion, and language played a pivotal role in helping overcome existential threats throughout the history. Over the centuries, the Armenian people have interacted with various cultures and religions, traces of which can be found throughout the ancient monasteries, cultural and religious artifacts and objects displayed all over the world. The Armenian nation has gone through many calamities and times of turmoil and crisis. One of the darkest pages in the history of mankind in the 20th century was the systematic extermination of 1.5 million Armenians and the massive destruction of the Armenian heritage, prompting prominent lawyer Raphael Lemkin to coin the term genocide. The establishment of Armenia's independence in 1991 came as a revival of the nation against the backdrop of a series of most dramatic events at the time, including the deadly earthquake in 1988 and the struggle of the people of Nagorno-Karabakh for freedom and independence. The years of independence have been marked by long and winding roads towards building of open, strong, and representative state institutions, promoting democracy, rule of law, and human rights, and investing in vibrant civil society. The past year has been incredibly challenging and tragic for the Armenian people, as brutal violence was unleashed in the region in an attempt to resolve a conflict by force, leading to loss of thousands of young lives and inflicting immense suffering and destruction amidst a global pandemic. In such difficult times, innate human capacity to see the light, even in darkest of hour, to thrive and revive against all odds, requires the faith, the hope, and resilience. Dear friends, it is indeed symbolic that the day of Armenia's independence, the 21st September, usually coincides with the opening of the biggest diplomatic convocation of the world, which is the high-level segment of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. As a small country, Armenia strongly associates itself with the purposes and principles of the United Nations. And the values and ideals that prescribe in the Charter a strong faith in the human rights, in the dignity and worth of humanity, in the equal rights of men and women, and of nations large and small. With this, I want to invite you all to raise a glass to Armenia, to independence, and to the United Nations.